how do you do that to pick that sensual vibe?
So you just study. It has everything to do with the musicality of Marvin Gaye's music. Just like the luscious chords coupled in with there's no other way to say it, but like just call it like the sexy melodies, like, you know, that are easy to sing along to. That all around makes like a sexual record, but not like a kitschy record like, ooh, I can't show my child this. It just it takes on different meaning too. So it's what Marvin accomplished in his music and what I was trying to take an attempt at.
And the lyrics, did you just print out all his lyrics and see how you can use them?
What's funny is I didn't. I was just, I played the E major chord and I was just like, I was a 20, I moved to LA last year and there's so many pretty girls. There's a lot of pretty girls here, by the way, too, in Amsterdam. But I moved to LA and saw all these pretty girls and I was like, I want to make a song that makes these girls attracted to me. And I was just like, let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. It was just like, you know, kind of silly, but I was like, I turned to my friend and was like, is that good? And he was like, yeah, that's really good, continue. I was like, and I was thinking, sexual healing, well, you can't use the titles, you know, because you'll get in trouble, but you just flip it. It's like, you got the healing that I want. And I've actually gotten to know Marvin, his son, Marvin Gaye III, pretty well, and he loves it, and we're really good friends now. It's like really, it's nice people, and I'm glad he can appreciate the song too. I was a little nervous to show him the record. I was like, here's a song I wrote about, you know, not about your dad, but it has your dad's name in the title, so.
And when did you show it? Was it after or before the?
It was after the video was released. If you've seen the video, it has a bunch of people making out. And so I was like, oh gosh, he probably saw the video and got like freaked out. And he was like, no, I love it. I was like,
that's good. Well, obviously you're well known for the song "See You Again." Can you recall what triggered this song for you to write?
So, Furious 7. I'm just trying to get the timing on this right. Furious 7 had reached out to me and like 200 other songwriters the first day when the movie said that they needed a song at the end of the movie. They needed a song for a 3-minute part for Paul at the end of the movie. And I was thinking to myself, well, I suffered a loss of a really good friend just like Vin Diesel and all of the cast did of Paul. So maybe I'd never met Paul, but maybe I could play that role. And I just thought, what would Vin Diesel's last text message be to, you know, his buddy Pablo, as he called him in the movie? And it would be, I'll tell you all about it, everything that's happening with the movie, all the great things that are happening in my life, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. And I was like, wow, that's a cool lyric. And I put it to a chord change, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. And I was like, wow. And I'm telling you, it literally came in 10 minutes. It was pretty incredible. And I was thinking of my friend too.
What happened to that friend?
He died in a car accident. Really, really like heartbreaking. And when I was carrying his, you know, don't worry, I talk openly about this all the time, so it doesn't make me uncomfortable at all. Okay. But when I was carrying his casket into the hearse on his funeral day, I was thinking to myself, you know, like, I'm so sad right now, but I want to write a song for him, and I want to write a song for him and his family that gives them closure, but I don't want to rush it and just feel like I have to do it right away. So, you know, fast forward a couple of years later, when the Paul Walker incident had happened, actually it was like 1 year later, I was like, okay, well, now I have to write a song for Paul as well, too. I hope to maybe one day just write from experience from both angles, because I wanted to write a song for Paul and for the movie that all of his fans could celebrate his life to. Not feel like they ended, because when you see the end of the movie, it doesn't make you, you don't feel like you left a funeral. You feel like you're remembering a great person.
What was it like for you to be picked out with this song?
So I never thought I was going to sing it either. I wrote it for someone else to sing. You know, I didn't know, they never told me who was going to do it. Apparently they had other people try it, and it just didn't sound as good. That's what they said, that it's just because it came from a very real place from me. So I guess that came across in the music too. And when they told me I was going to sing it, I lost my mind. I was like crying. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so big. Because I just knew it was going to be so big. But actually I didn't know it was going to be this big so quickly.
This success now, what do you feel about it when people sing your song all over the world, the song that you wrote for your friend?
I'm happy that they're singing it for Paul. I'm happy that they're singing it for my friend, and I'm happy
What's his name? Your friend?
My friend's name is Vale, and I'm happy they're singing it for Vale and for Paul, but really for themselves. Every single person that I've talked to about the song has related to it in a certain way. Like it could be a simple way from, oh, I haven't seen my girlfriend in a long time, or my boyfriend, I want to see them again. Or I lost my mom last year, I can't wait to see her again. I lost my dad, I can't wait to see him again. Lost my dog, can't wait to see him again, etc. So, and people tell me this all the time, so I just get everyone, I think the success of the song has to do with everybody relating it to themselves so much, which is the whole point of the song, and I'm so glad that that's happening.
Last question, what do you want to be? Do you want to be your own, let's say, the Bruce Springsteen of this world, or do you want to be a songwriter for other people?
I want to be just the Arnold Palmer of that. I want to be half and half, and Arnold Palmer is half lemonade, half iced tea. I want to be half songwriter, producer, half artist, someone who can go into a studio and say, Charlie, we need help with this song, something's not working about it, and I would just like go in there and just be like, just flip this around, boop, 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 boop. One of my idols is Max Martin from Sweden. He makes every pop song brilliant. I get to work with him, which is amazing.
When?
I've gotten, like this past month, I'm working on a song with him right now, and he's just incredible.
Will it be released, do you think?
It'll be on my album, okay. So July, and I want to be known as the fixer-upper of songs, the guy who still writes for other people, but is this very, very well-known artist who everybody can relate to in a way. If they were bullied ever, if they ever suffered a loss, like I just want everybody to feel. I want to be the most approachable artist in the world.
Why?
Because I never had anybody like that when I was getting bullied. I never had any, except my mom and my dad, really. I never had like a pop culture figure to like turn to. So I want to be that pop culture figure that these kids who are getting bullied to, as we sit here right now, I want them to look at me and be like, well, look what can happen if you just say, screw all that and just go out on your own and just be motivated.
Why were you bullied then? Do you know?
I think because people were like intimidated by my craft, like music. Like I didn't fit in at all, and it's very animalistic in a way, but I didn't play football. It's simple as I didn't play sports, so I was no good. They didn't like me. I was a geek, but I was fine with being a geek, because instead of going out on weekends, I would stay home and, you know, write computer programs. I was a nerd, and then that's how I learned how to produce music.
So this must be for you really good happening right now.
Yeah, it's amazing because I'm not getting bullied, and I want to talk to everybody who is getting bullied, and I want to maybe even get involved with a program in the future about, you know, getting ultimately just stop bullying, because it's pointless. Everybody moves on anyway.
Yeah.
Why upset somebody? You're a person too.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for making that fun. I love it.
Yeah.